Yo dudes, how you doing peeps? It's a rather chilly evening here in England. It is 12.5 degrees. We've got some really exciting videos coming up on the channel. My old mucker Scouse, who's got an S14, you'll remember him from previous Drift Diaries episodes, he works at DSI. He's going to be doing a full 2JZ conversion on his S14. So yeah, he's going to be running big single turbo, bigger injectors, standalone ECU. I think he's going to be putting some cams in there. So yeah, it should be a pretty fucking gnarly build. We're going to be doing a lot of videoing with Scouse over the next few months and sort of watching his progress as he builds the car. And then yeah, hopefully next year we can do some skids with him and yeah, go and do some sort of 2JZ madness. But yeah, pretty exciting times ahead. We're about half an hour away. So yeah, should see you guys down there in a bit. Peace. Right, here we are at DSI. Woo woo!
Hello.
We got one Mr. Scouse. How you doing, Scouse? Peace.
Mate, good.
Scouse is making me a cup of tea.
Oh, nice.
Or a toffee, one of the two. Right, that's yours.
Yeah, that's
done. Right, let's go and have a look at your sexy S14. Got a nice cup of chai. We've got a very nice 2J. We've got a very nice S14. We've got a very nice chap called Scouse, and he's going to run us through what the fuck he's going to be doing, apart from spending all his pocket money.
Yeah.
Right, so currently, start off with, you've got front tubs. You said the original arches were quite rusty.
The original arches were quite rusty, so I ended up cutting them out, and it kind of got a bit extreme and started doing these tubs.
And what's the whole point of tubs to our viewers that don't really sort of understand?
Just to give ourselves extra clearance for the extra steering locks. If you look underneath, increases the height up here and just brings it down a lot further.
Yeah, because like, normally the wheel would sort of catch on everything here.
It comes to a bit here somewhere, yeah, and this bit's a lot lower, so it gives you a lot more clearance.
So now you can run like Wisefab or Geo Masters and get mega locks, basically cheat locks so you can keep up with ML.
Yeah.
Right, have a quick look inside. Can I have a seat? Am I allowed?
Yeah, you can jump.
Ooh. Very tidy in here, isn't it? Fucking hell. A bit dusty, but I think you haven't done anything to it for a while, have you? Yeah. So run me through what we've got inside. So we've got a Nixon Motorsport full cage.
Yep.
Through dash.
Through dash, done very nicely.
And lovely,
very nice and neat.
Lovely gussets as well. Very nice. Fire extinguisher.
Yep.
Needed for when you crash.
Needed for when I crash, yeah.
Sparco seats.
2 Sparco Corsa seats.
And a nice Sparco deep dish steering wheel as well.
And a Driftworks handbrake.
We've got nice hydro, we've got an AVCR boost controller, a couple of gauges. But yeah, you've done it really nicely actually.
Basically taking the crap out, what's not needed.
Yeah, it's very tidy. And wheel-wise, those are the wheels you're going to be running?
So these are wheels, yeah, I've just bought these recently to replace the rotary GTRs I had in there.
Yeah.
Going from 17 up to an 18.
Yeah.
Just need to flare the rear arches.
And what size you got on the back? Achilles 123s?
123s. That's what I want to run on the coal round really.
Yeah.
But yeah, once I flared the arch, I'll give it the clearance to...
I was going to say, because the other thing Scouse does is he's got a company called Arch Enemy, where he professionally rolls people's arches.
Roll and flare arches.
It looks like you need to do a job on your own car.
It's
quite fine, isn't it? But you think a little bit of a roll.
That will sort that out and it will sit perfectly.
It looks lovely as it is though, man. What are you thinking brakes wise?
I'm running 350Z calipers. I picked them all up. I'm just going to refurbish them all, get all the seals changed and everything.
What are they? They're a 4-pot?
They're 4-pot for the fronts and 2-pot for the rear. So they're exactly the same as what they use on like a 34 GTR or the 350Zs.
And they're nice colour as well. They look sexy under the wheels.
I'm going to change colour actually.
Are you?
Yeah,
right. I don't like the colour. And then what are you thinking suspension wise?
Suspension, I'll probably just get some. At the moment I've got Team Super Drift coilovers, but I'm probably going to change them to Driftworks
CS2s. Yeah, good man.
Yeah, that's a good choice. Very affordable for someone like myself.
Fair play. What lock kit are you going to be running? TDP you were saying?
No, I might actually go for Park Shop Max knuckles.
Fair play.
Opposed to Driftworks ones.
Yeah.
I won't be going for TDP or Wisefab anytime soon. When my skills improve.
Yeah. What are you thinking body kit wise for the?
Body kit wise, I'm
S14?
going to leave it with the Vertex style kit. Just with a D-Max low mount spoiler
on the back.
Spoiler.
Yeah, nice.
And then just the rest of the kit's just going to be a Vertex style.
Front bumper, Vertex again?
Vertex again, yeah. Just keep this nice clean look.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep for now.
It's a pretty clean shell though. Was there much rust on it? Have you had a sort of really good look underneath?
Yeah, underneath has had a bit of rust in the usual places, just in front of the rear wheels, and then as you can see there's a little bit at the front here which is all going to be tidied up.
But I mean, what year is this car?
97.
97. So yeah, it's just under 20 years old, isn't it? 19 years old.
Yep. Yeah. So
amazing these chassis can sort of last so long, especially the amount of abuse we put through them.
Well, I've owned it for 9, coming on 10 years now.
A long time.
It's had a bit of abuse. So
it's a bit of an old relic, this.
Yeah.
So yeah, Scouse has done lots of drifting before. He's done lots of drifting in this car, but you're running an SR20 before, weren't you?
Running an SR20. It's 340 horsepower. and then that went bang at Matsuri last year. So
And then your plan was to actually do a full...
to do a full rebuild on it, and then I had another engine option come up.
He worked out the sums, he looked at the letters JZ and just couldn't say no.
Couldn't say no.
Speaking of engines, let's have a look at his lovely new 2J. Nom nom. So we've got an original 2JZ GTE VVTi. What does it come from? Supra? Aristo?
From an Aristo.
From an Aristo, nice.
Bought it off my good friend Kirsty from SC Performance Cars.
For a very good deal.
For a very good deal. And she originally got it from Muzzy at Japanese Mods.
Yeah.
Which was also a good deal from him originally. Got it over from Japan. It's only done 34,000 miles.
And that's genuine mileage.
Genuine mileage.
You can tell, I mean, everything is just like the metal isn't pitted, it is in really good condition, it's just from the outset.
Yeah, so I couldn't really ask for a better engine to start off with.
Yeah, fucking hell, 35,000 mile 2J, it's got to be pretty rare, I reckon. Yeah, it's got the original twin turbos, which you're going to be junking for a single turbo.
For a single turbo, Borg Warner, something like that.
Everyone needs a single turbo in their life. So you're running a Borg Warner single turbo?
Yeah.
What manifold?
Undecided yet. We're under negotiations.
Maybe a...
Several companies.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So you're running a Borg Warner turbo, nice, decent stainless manifolds. Sternal wastegate?
No, I'm going to go for an internally gated.
Internally
turbo.
gated.
It's just nice and clean. I like the neatness, and you know, I prefer it like that.
And then what are you thinking engine management wise? Link?
Probably go for a Cyvex.
Cyvex, God.
Go for it. Cyvex
It's got some money, this one.
Yeah, hopefully Charlie at Cyvex can sort out a good deal on that. So
Yeah, fair play,
I'll
man.
speak to him about it.
And then who's going to get it to map it? Martin? Good old Martin?
Henry Automotive.
Bye, Martin. I love you, man.
Hopefully he'll do it for me.
And then gearbox wise, you were thinking, you've got the casing, you haven't got the gearbox
So I've got the
yet.
housing for a CDO9.
Which is from a 350Z?
350Z.
Yeah.
Late kind of spec one. But then it's actually, I've already had ABC clutches, I've already welded it. The front end of a bell housing, so it matches up with a JZ nice and perfectly without having to go with an adapter plate and everything, which means it can allow it to sit
like
a
what
lot
I'm running
nicer.
on my car, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. And CDO9, they're meant to be really, really fucking strong, aren't they?
Meant to be, yeah. Like, so hopefully I can leave all the internals complete stock.
And this is the variant, the sort of second version of it, which has got stronger synchros, I'm right in saying?
Yeah, it's got different, stronger synchros in a couple of the gears, which make it better than the earlier ones.
Yeah.
We had a couple of problems with third and fourth.
Which is a nice option, really, because it means you haven't got to save up for a V160, which is just crazy, man. I mean, what are they, 4 or 5? I mean, V160s go for about 4 or 5 grand these days. That's just for a used box. You've got no idea on the condition of it. So yeah, I mean, you can pretty much buy an S14 for the same price you can a V160. So yeah, it sounds like the CDO9 is going to be a good gearbox option. We're going to be following Scouse's progress throughout the months, following his 2JZ build, sort of seeing how it progresses. But yeah, what are you sort of thinking sort of long term? What sort of order are you going to start doing stuff?
So we're going to start off with just stripping the engine down, get all the turbos, and the exhaust manifold off, get all the inlet manifold off. I'm going to make my own engine mounts, just so I can get it to sit exactly how I want it to. I want it nice and low, nice and far back.
Yeah.
So I'm going to make my own mounts for that, and then use Strong Flex bushes, which Jamie's already supplied to us.
Strong Flex.
Yeah. Which we've got one overhead. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Flex bushes.
Yeah.
To mount the engine to, and then yeah, make my own gearbox mount.
And once you've done that, it's pretty much a case of just starting to put the fucker in.
Once I've done that, yeah, I mean the other big thing I'm going to be doing is mounting the radiator in the boot.
Nice, man.
Which is another big job. So
you're going to get sort of like scoops in the windows here to sort of draw the air in?
Yeah, knacker ducts in the side windows. The rear window I'm probably going to do in plastic, but I'm not actually going to do the ducts on the rear, and just have a nice big hole in the boot. Some good strong fans, secondary water pump, electric water pump.
Cool, man. And explain to everyone what the idea behind a boot-mounted rad is. What's the point?
Basically, the 2JZ runs really, really hot, and with drifting, you're not getting enough front-facing cold air going through.
You're going sideways the whole time.
Sideways.
Yeah.
So the advantage having it at the rear, first you've got weight distribution. We also got a lot more colder air coming in through the sides. With the big hole over the back of the boot lid, drawing the cold air through.
Yeah, fair play.
It's a lot better for cooling.
And it's one less thing to rip apart when you crash the front end.
And it's I
need a rear-mounted fucking radiator.
Today, kids, we're going to be taking apart this 2JZ.
Here is the old 2J. You can tell we're slightly out of breath.
Recently moved.
We just moved it from there to there. Right, just run us through what we've got in the engine so far.
So I mean, a couple of bits I'll be taking off just to get these engine mounts made. I've got to take off all this inlet plenum.
Yeah.
All the wiring loom's going to be coming out. Old aircon compressor, won't be needing that anymore.
Not running aircon?
Not running aircon, no. Although it would be helpful sometimes.
Yeah.
I've already removed the original mounts.
You can tell it's a 2JZ because it says it on the block. It's always reassuring.
That's what you pay all the money for.
Yeah, just that 2J stamp. And then what about, you're going to be taking all the twin turbos off?
So yeah, taking all the twin turbos off, yeah. Both the turbos, they're all going coming off, all the inlet there will be coming off, manifold.
You've got a nice little HKS SSQV.
That would be for sale.
Sound fucking awful. Sounds like a bird like
No, they sound great. I'll be selling it at a really good price.
Yeah.
Contact me.
Yeah, they're really good. I used to fucking love those. When I was like 18, man, all I wanted on my turbo car was an HKS SSQV. And then I grew up. So what else you got to come off here? So we've got all about things like
I'll get the alternator out of the way, yeah, just for the purpose of making the engine mounts. And then that's it. That means that's pretty much how the block's going to sit. So all the internals are going to be completely stock for now.
Yeah.
They're such a strong, good engine, you don't need to do anything with them.
You can leave them pretty much stock as they are. Yeah, the good thing about a 2J, it's got a cast iron block, which makes them super, super strong. I mean, you can run probably, what, 600-700 horsepower, roughly on the stock internals.
Stock internals,
depending on what they're like. And then, yeah, without having to do any sort of major engine upgrades. So they're pretty fucking sweet 2Js. Got the old flywheel. What are you doing with that flywheel and clutch and stuff?
So, the flywheel and the clutch can actually remain for a 2JZ.
Yeah.
Just have to get the input shaft centre changed on the clutch.
Yeah.
So it fits a 350 box basically.
And then what clutch are you thinking? Like a Tilton?
ACT, maybe a Tilton. Yeah, it kind of depends who I can find to actually make this custom friction plate for me.
So it all fits, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool, man. I mean, at the end of the day, all you need is something that's like 6 pucks sprung loaded. It's not gonna.
Yeah, that's it. It's something that's not gonna rip the face off, but does the job it needs to.
Right, we're not going to be doing a massive amount to the car today. It's going to be like a long, like monthly process to get this whole thing. But yeah, to start with, we're going to start taking off some of the ancillaries on the 2J, just to give Scouse some space to squeeze it in, pretty much. Mm-hmm. So yeah, let's start. And there we have 2 lovely twin turbos. I'll buy them.
Sweet.
I think mine are fucked.
Excellent. James Lloyd has asked for them as well. So a bidding war.
Shut up, James. So yeah, these are the stock. I think they're CT13s, aren't they, or something? I don't really know.
Yeah, something like that.
Or CT12s. I think CT12s.
CT12s maybe. Yeah. That makes more sense.
So yeah, what are you going to do? You're going to leave these turbos in situ for now? You're going to start removing everything off?
I'm going to remove all of these just so I can get some access to make the engine mounts I need to get down to. And they're going to need to come off anyway, so just kind of get them off and out of the way now.
Yeah. That's the nice thing about a single turbo, you just get rid of this whole fucking bird's nest of shit.
Yeah, that's a lot of stuff there.
Yeah, it's complicated. So yeah, the whole reason Scouse originally was going to be using the twin turbo setup, which probably would have netted you what, like 350 horsepower?
No, you still get good horsepower.
And loads of torque.
More than 350 and lots of torque.
Yeah, but the main reason you were saying why you're getting rid of them is because this actually catches on the bulkhead.
This back pipe here actually catches on where the clutch master cylinder will be. Now, the guys with all the 240s, it'd be the opposite side, so they don't have that problem. So in America, with all the left-hand drive cars, you can still run the stock twin turbos.
But because we're right-hand drive,
because we're right-hand drive wankers,
you can't fit it.
We can't do it.
Which gives you a perfect excuse to get a massive single turbo.
Excuse. I mean, sorry, Emily.
Oh well. So yeah, we're just removing this lovely HKS SSQV bird impersonator. And where are you going to try and get the engine sitting? Like as low down and as far back as possible?
Low and far back as possible, yeah, within reason. I don't want to cut the gearbox on, I want to try and smash it out as much as I can.
And start modifying.
So the lower it is, the easier it's going to be for that.
Scouse is currently making a mess. So yeah, we're going to leave him now. I've actually got to pop home and make you guys a video. But yeah, we're going to try and bring you guys sort of 1 or 2 videos on this build every week. And then yeah, hopefully sometime next year, me and Scouse should be doing a fat JZ Dugget. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give us a like, put any comments in the comment section, and yeah, see you soon. Peace. Paper chase.